Welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna flush a coon here, show you how I do it. Uh, First of all, I'd like to say that the colder the fat is, the easier it comes off. This one's pretty warm, but if you chill them down, they scrape a lot easier. I start on the back. I do the backs first. So I come in my dull side and just see how it push the bigger stuff off. Up here around, I start at the ears. You're gonna have to use your sharp side. A lot of heavy gristle there. Work it down, just like that. You always want to keep your animal tight. You get wrinkles in it, that's when you likely are going to make a cut. So I just come in, work down the sharp side here. Keep your knife clean. Give it a push, get rid of that stuff. And again, keep going with the sharp one. Usually you got to use the sharp down to about where the legs are. See a couple bristle here I got. Still bristle in the middle. So once I get it down, I'll bring it up some. Keep it closer to me. Go back to the sharp side. Push with the dull. So now we're down past that gristle pretty good. I can use the dull all the way down till we get to the tail. Pull it up. Continue on down with the dull. Keep your knife clean. Bring it up some more. I'll put my tail over to one side, go down along the side of the tail. Put the tail the other side, go down to the other side. Pull it up, put the tail down, and I just work down the tail, left to right, back and forth. Sometimes here at the top of the tail it's a little gristly. You might need your sharp side a little bit, just like that. As you can see, I'm laying it more flat than upright. That's when you'll tend to cut. You start it flatter and bring it up to where it starts cutting. Keep that all the way down through. Down the tail. Working off the sides. You can see that got pretty clean. I got a little bit down here. So once I have that done, I'll go to the belly. I do the belly next. Start right below the lower lip. With the, now this is real thin here and easy to tear. So I'm going to use my dull side. You don't need the sharp side on the belly. Usually. Pretty easy pushing here. This up nice, down to the legs. Pull it up. Little tear there. Gentle on the belly. I'll pull my legs over the point of the fleshing beam. See, I cut a little hole there. Spin it around, clean that off. Back to the belly. A little bit here. You can see it back over and scrape it if you missed a little. Do my other front leg. Now I leave my legs a little long when I skin it, just for this reason, and then I'll cut them off. No wrinkles. Back to finish the belly. Once I do my legs, I'm gonna be careful here. This was a male. Clean up around that. This is where we're going to cut the window out, so you don't got to be real crazy with it, because a lot of it, some of it's going to get cut off. Now I'm going to do the sides, which there's not much left on after I did the back and the belly. Good idea to keep your board clean. I'll come on the side here. Again, start up by the ear. A little gristly hair. Cut with the sharp side. Keep it tight. Got a hole, must have been something under there. Down over the leg. It's all clean down there. down his leg. It's all clean. The other side. Little bristly hair. Sharp side of the knife. Alright, so once I have that all scraped, that'll be cut out then. Once I have that done, I'll pull it off the beam and turn it around. And then I'll work up, just up to the head with it. You don't gotta go no further up to, it makes a nice clean finish to it. Nice and tight. And you can do that with the legs too, do them backwards afterwards. And give it a look over, see if you missed any. See my beam. Then I'll board it. Slide them on the board. Making sure everything's centered up. Squared up, legs in the center. There's his legs. Center it up. Eye holes lined up, ear holes lined up in the center. And I'll take a dull knife and just scrape them off, clean them up. You can see the fat coming out, just to clean them up a little. All right, now I'm going to pin it. I always have my boards marked so I can see. If I need a little bit, I'll stretch her a little bit to get it to the next one. This is going to be a 2X. Kind of tough to make a 3 out of it, so it is what it is. First thing I do, I take a pin on either side, pull down, keep them even, straight across. And I'll come in here and I will put 3 on this side of the tail in a straight row. On this side I'll do the same thing, keeping them all even. Now I still pleat my tails. Now I have this one a little lower here. I'm going to straighten them out a little. I'm going to take a pin in each hand, spread the tail, come down about 1 inch, stick them in, push up a little, push them in. 2 more, spread it out, about 1 inch, pleat it. Pleating means sliding it up and wrinkling it, so to speak. Another inch, 2 more, slide it up, All the way down the tail I'll do that. Make sure the tail's open so it dries. And I'll come down here and put one in, I'm sorry, two in the end here. A little piece of bristle hanging there, we'll cut that off. As you can see, nice and straight across. Turn it around. Take my pins, pin my legs. One on that side, one on the inside. And this one here has a tear in it. So we're going to cut in our window. I come right below the penis hose, cut it down, get rid of that hole. Cut that off so they're even. Pin this leg. Almost killed my photographer. Dropping stuff. Like my cut here. And come right above it. Nice clean cut. Same on this side. Now trim my legs a little bit. Now, if you have any holes, just to make it look a little nicer in the belly, it don't really matter. I'll take that and close it up with a pin. Gives a nicer finish. Same way up here. Same way up here. That hair in, cover that up. Now, up around the head here where I scraped forward, I want to trim that a little bit. I put a little borax on my hands, that way you can grab this and you can just trim that off, the excess. Otherwise it's a little tough to hang on to. Again, I'll take my dull knife, clean it up. See that fat coming off of there? I'll put a pin in either side here so it don't pull it down around the board. Just like that. Nice and clean. And I'll take a wedge cord Put the wedge board down in there. If not, you won't get it off the board once it dries. I'm going to hang it up. Just like that. And in my garage, 50 degrees, sometimes warmer in the evenings when it's turned up when I'm in here. About 6 days, it's ready to pull off the board. It'll be good and dry. So that's how I do my coon. Any questions, comment? Good luck trapping.